What's up, guys? I'll be showing you today how to make a Minecraft server 1.10 and how to port forward it, because it's I guess it's a little complicated, but in reality really isn't. So first you're just gonna want to download the server, and to do that you can just go onto minecraft.net and then go to their downloads page and right here, and you just download that. So once you have that, you can just make a new folder, name Minecraft server, and just put it in there and just run it. And it's gonna create a new file called EULA, and you have to edit it. So yeah, it's gonna automatically close, and then that EULA file comes up. You have to change the false to true, save it, and then you can launch your server. But if you try to join your server, here, let me just give me an IP config. What am I doing? IP config. There it is. So if I try to join my IPv4 address, I think it was. Oh god. There we go. I think it's my IPv4 address. Server. So yeah, okay, wait, it's loading up. So basically, this IPv4 address is your local address, and this is like, you can just connect to the server whenever you want with this, but it's like, that's like playing the server with yourself, and that isn't really fun. And after the server loads up, I'll show you how to actually port forward. And yeah, so it's almost up. This is you can just go to CMD and type in ipconfig, and it'll just tell you everything you need to know. And there we go. If we try to connect, we log in. Come on. And we're in. So yeah, that's our freaking local IP. But yeah, so it works. It's the first time it's loading up, so it's gonna be incredibly slowly, and because it didn't allocate any gigabytes. But yeah, the server works. I'm just gonna stop it because it's taking up a bunch of RAM, and I'm gonna fix that in like a minute, like a couple minutes after I'm done. So yeah, the server's gonna turn off. Come on. There you go. Okay, so go into your Chrome, and you need to find out your default gateway. And to do this, just go into your CMD, type in ipconfig, scroll up until you see default gateway. This is what you need to type into your Chrome. And that's my default gateway. It leads me to my website. If you don't know your router password, just go to routerpasswords.com, and on this site it'll tell you, every password, hopefully. So I already know my password. And now once you're on here, it's like, how do I say it? Don't just abandon it. Don't just leave right now, because you just have to look around. You won't have the same thing as me. That's the problem. You're gonna have a completely different router. But if you have a different router, look for keywords like port forwarding or virtual servers. So mine is hosted on my virtual server, which is port forwarding. This thing right here is completely different. I accidentally used this, but it doesn't work, of course. But yeah, so virtual server, here's the Minecraft server I'm hosting right now. And if I launch, here, I'll explain to you guys how to actually put these settings into your freaking router. So once you're on your port forwarding list or virtual server list, name it whatever you want. And remember, you guys can have something completely different, anything completely different than this. So ports, you can have different ports that are called internal or external. Just name both of them 25565. Change your protocol to both, and for the IP address, go back to your IP config and you need to put in your IPv4 address. So this is this, and yeah, now that you have that done, you should be able to simply just launch the server. Just remember to reboot your router, but do not reboot it from the website. It just whenever I try to do that, it changes my IP address or my IPv4 address because I don't have a static one. But if you want to know how to make a static IP, you can just search it up. It's really easy. And yeah, so once you have all of that done, you can simply go onto a site. You can just go into Google Chrome and type in my IP. And this is your public IP address. Don't give this to anybody. Do not give this to anybody. Only your friends that are playing the server. So after you got that, you're gonna want to make here. This is something for optimization. This is you really gotta listen for this part. But make a new text document, and if you wanna, oops, that's my IP. My bad. We're back. Sorry, I don't know why I accidentally posted my IP, but you need to have this thing, and you need to change. I need to change this to 1.10 the chart. And yeah, you need to have this in a text document. I'll put it in the description. And you have to save it as a .bat file. So exec.bat, then all files, save it, and there you go. You can delete the text document because you don't need it anymore. And just simply run the text file or the exec file, and it should open your server. So this XMS thing, that's the amount of RAM you want the server to have, and right now the maximum is 2000, which is 2 gigabytes obviously, and the minimum is 1000 megabytes. And if we try to connect to our IP, it should work for us. That is our public IP address. Like, that's what anyone can do, and as you can see, I have loaded into the server. So it works, as you can see. Works perfectly fine. It's gonna be laggy since I am recording and it takes up a bunch of my RAM. So yeah, you're probably not gonna be. It's gonna say this for me. But if you have a decent computer and like maybe like a Rogers or like any internet that has more than 10 megabytes download, this will be fine for you if you're hosting like a small time server. So mine is 25 megabytes download, so I'm fine with this. I can have like a bigger host. But yeah, it works fine. And if you want to op yourself, you just do op your name, and now you have admin permissions. Game mode 1. And that's it. That's how you host a port forwarded server. Really easy. There's no reason to actually like run away, because you know every video I've seen on the internet about port forwarding, you always see people just like running away. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I'm gonna have fun blurring out all the IP addresses I showed.